love our next guest.
I do too.
He's one of my favorite writers. Yes, attention fashionable gents. Attention fashionable gents. Springtime is here and the latest menswear trends are in full bloom.
Joining us now to spill on the hottest styles this season is Wall Street Journal style reporter Ray Smith. Welcome to the show, Ray. Good to see you.
So clearly, you've come dressed to impress.
Thank you.
Loving the tie, loving the gray.
Thank you
So
for
what are the
compliment.
trends for the season? What's going on out there? What should my man be rocking?
Sure. One of the big trends is actually florals, and that sounds like a little intimidating
Yes.
and hard to pull off, and that's true. But there are ways to do it, and some of it is just doing more subtle sort of floral prints. So not going for the bright, crazy. Full-on florals, but maybe going for some muted florals, or muting the look with like wearing a navy blazer over a floral shirt.
Okay.
So it's keeping it consistent that way and subtle rather than over the top.
Over the top. All right.
Yeah.
Now, in a recent Wall Street Journal article, you noted that we should, stop making fun of the man bag.
Man bags.
A man needs to carry things too. A merce, I call it. I call it a merce.
Yes, don't call it a merce.
What
Don't
is it
call
all?
it a merce.
But what is it all about? What is that all about? Why? I mean, men do need to carry things. So what's the stigma?
Sure, the stigma is that bags are for women and that they're feminine, and that so men sort of tease each other or get teased for carrying a bag. But the reality is that we're carrying so much stuff, including electronic gadgets and the chargers for those gadgets, maybe a laptop, and your essentials, while you're at it. And so a lot of it is just a function of practicality.
Yes.
And some of it also is due to the fact that men see bags now almost like shoes. Shoes have become very important to men in terms of accessories and as a way to sort of build out their look. And so
Yeah.
bags are not just functional, but they're also sort of a part of a lifestyle accessory in a way.
I love that
Function and fashion.
men are building out their looks now.
I
I mean,
know.
that's so exciting to be a part of that movement.
Yes.
How do you go about finding the right man bag for your man?
Well, that's a really good question, and I think you have to think about what else is in his wardrobe,
Okay.
and so that it complements it. So, for instance, if he's a guy that's more conservative, you want to go with a bag that's more conservative, but also maybe like a brown color or a coffee or sort of a cognac or something that's like a less, more forward than just black or your basic
Right.
black.
I know what you mean.
But
with
it's-
a little more flavor,
With
a little more swagger to it.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So that will do the trick. Or a navy bag. Navy's sort of an emerging color in terms of emerging as a classic color and as an alternative, to black and your brown. So
And that works, because navy can work with both brown and black. So
Yes,
you're good to
exactly.
go. I like that's a great idea.
That is a great idea. Now, we have the style tips, but what kind of price ranges are we talking about? Is there high-low available for us?
that's a really good question.
Yeah.
Bags are rivaling women's bags in terms of how much they're costing these days.
Oh, I know. I
yes.
bought my husband a Tom Ford man bag for his birthday,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
it cost quite a pretty penny.
Yeah, so they definitely updated in terms of the cost and the quality of the materials, but also it's a function of, you mentioned Tom Ford, it's a function of a lot of these luxury designers and houses releasing bags. It used to be just Coach and sort of your bag makers, but
Sure.
now it's, when you add a designer name to it, it's going to get up there. So
Are the designers looking into a look for less, or at least an offshoot line that we can
No.
afford? No! You mean I can't go to Zara or H&M and find something the like?
I mean, you can, but I mean, the risk there is that, the men sort of don't want to, as much as they worry about spending a lot of money on frivolous things, they don't want to buy something that's not going to last.
Yeah.
And so the designers are marketing these as sort of investment bags. Like you will buy them and they don't guarantee, but they sort of imply that they're going to last a long time because they're made with this kind of leather and they're made in Italy. And so,
It's like a good briefcase nowadays.
yes, exactly.
There's
Okay,
another
the fanny
urban
pack.
myth. Yes.
Fanny pack. Is the fanny pack coming back? Come on.
Say it ain't so.
That's not true.
I have to say that there's some brands that are trying to make a comeback and make a compelling case for the fanny pack because it's hands-free is
Yeah.
their idea, and
Are they
they feel.
remixing it, the design of it, or I don't know.
Not really.
How much
Not
more you
really.
could do to the fanny pack?
No fanny fanny pack.
But the selling point is hands-free for those guys who I guess are self-conscious about strapping a bag around their shoulder. The idea is that this can be hands-free, but also the practical element is this guy's on the move. He's running through the airport with a coffee in his hand. He's got a fanny pack instead of a bag that he's trying to wrestle around as well.
That's not going to work. I do not condone that.
No comment from me.
No fanny packs. Do not try that at home.
Don't try that at home. It's no sexy.
Okay, really quickly, because we're going to wrap, what else should we keep an eye out for?
We should keep a lookout for like mixing and matching sort of tailored looks in sportswear or casual clothing. So it's like breaking up the suit. Like I'm dressed in a tailored look today, but I could easily take this off and switch the pants, and that would be
Or
sort
could
of
you wear that with jeans?
Or with jeans. That's another
Okay.
option of sort of the mixing and matching that's going on. And a lot of retailers and designers are playing with that sort of mixing and matching of casual and formal, and even athletic. We're hearing a lot about athleisure. So sometimes they'll add a hoodie to this sort of look, for instance, to mix and match. So
I like that. That's very contemporary and sexy.
Ray, you're always so good. Thank you so much
thank
for
you.
being here. We'll be reading you in the Wall Street Journal, and
Yes.
come back anytime.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you,
And
Ray.
you're watching Arise Entertainment 360. You come back too.